welcome back to NC Craps and the Triple Threat series. Before we jump into Triple Threat Bravo, I want to make a quick correction from episode 1. The alpha strategy graphic showed a regression amount of 205 across after the first hit. The correct amount is actually 204 across. The strategy itself remains unchanged, and the correction does not materially affect the results from episode 1. Now, let's move on to Triple Threat Bravo. Triple Threat Bravo is what I consider the middle ground of the series. Alpha was designed for maximum action with 860 across. Charlie is built for smaller exposure and bankroll efficiency. Bravo sits right in the middle. Phase 1, attack. $25 pass, 5-10-5 ATS. Once the point is established, we're going 728 across. Phase 2, regress. After the first hit, we immediately pull all bets down and regress to 160 across. At this point, we've dramatically reduced our exposure while keeping every box number working. Phase 3, recover. We continue collecting until we've recovered at least 160. Once we've reached that target, we pull down the point number and convert that money into odds behind the pass line. The odds for this are, for the 4, 5, 9, and 10, we're placing $50 in odds. For the 6 and 8, we're placing $75 odds. This allows us to take advantage of one of the best bets in the casino while keeping our bets active. Phase 4, power press. Once the odds are established, we'll begin power pressing. Our goal is to build every number to at least the $100 black chip level using casino money whenever possible. Now, before we get into a live roll, Triple Threat Bravo is designed to provide a balance between risk and reward. The starting exposure is significantly lower than alpha, but still gives us excellent earning potential. If we catch a hot shooter, let's head to the table and see how Triple Threat Bravo performs. All right, here we are with the live roll. So we're going to start out with a $25 pass line bet. And we're going to come out 5, 10, 5 on the ATS. So 5, 10, 5 on the ATS. Now let's dump the bowl. And we're going to go with the 6s. And here we are on the come out. So we're coming out. And we got a midnight. That's a loser on the pass line. So we got to come back out with our pass line bet again. We'll mark the 12. And let's put that in the roll tracker here. So we got the 6-6. All right, coming back out. Still looking for a point. And we got a 5-4-9. So we'll mark the 9. Enter that in the roll tracker. Point is a 9. At this point, we're coming out 728 across. And you can throw the dealer whatever you want. I happen to have it exactly just to make it a little quicker for us here. So that'll be 100 on all the numbers except 120 on the 5 and 9. And then 144 on the 6 and 8. All right, let's roll the dice here and let's see where we get. I'm going with my 6-5-6-5 dice set. You can use whatever dice set you want to use. And our first number is a 6-4-10 down there on the end. 6.4. Let's mark the 10. And that 10, that will pay us $200 for a $5 VIG. So that pays us $200. Now what we're going to do is we're going to bring down everything we've got. So this is the regress stage. So now we're going to regress to 160 across. Like I say, you just got to get past that first hit, and then you're playing on casino money. So now we'll tell the dealer with our $200, bring us out 160 across. So they'll get 160. And that's 25 on all the numbers, 30 on the 6 and 8, and we'll get, and we get $40 in change. So we'll take that 40 and put it over here. All right. And we're all set up and ready to go. And let's roll the dice. We're going to do a 6-5, 6-5. And we got a 5, 3, 8. So we'll mark the 8. So that's the 8. Let's put that in the roll tracker. And so that 8 will pay us $35. So we'll take that and put that in the rack here. And out we come. We want to get at least $160 won before we start power pressing. And we got a 6-3-9. That'll be a point hit. 6-3, easy 9. Let's put that in the roll tracker. That'll pay us $35 on the 9 and $25 on the pass. So all that comes back onto our winning side. And coming out with trying to establish a new point. 6-5, 6-5. Like I say, you can use any dice set you want. You can roll random, whatever you feel like is best for you. And we have a 7, but this is the come out. So we win on the pass line, but that resets our ATS. So we're going to come back up on our ATS, so we only get $5 instead of $25. So we're back up on the ATS. Let's put that in the roll tracker. And we're coming out again, trying to set us a point. 6-5, 6-5. And we got a hard 6, a 33 hard 6. So we'll mark the 6. And you can work the hard ways if you want to. I don't have it in the strategy, but that's purely up to you. If you want to work the hard ways, you can work the hard ways. All right, 6-5, 6-5. Point is a 6. And we got us a 4-1-5. So that'll be $35. We'll mark the 5. So we'll take this, and at this point, you can look to see where you are money-wise. We've got 100, 10, 20, 35. So we got 135, so we got to still stay with what we're doing here. Six, five, 6, 5. And we got a 5, 1, 6. That's 35, and that's a point hit, so we win 25 on the pass. All right. So now let's check where we are money-wise. So we got 150, 60, 70, 80, 95. So we're at 195. So at this point, what we'll do is we're going to power press on our next, after we establish a point. So we're going to establish us a point here. All right, 6, 5, 6, 5. And we got us a hard 4. So that'll be the point. We're going to mark the 4. Put that in the dice tracker or the roll tracker. So 4 is our point. So we're at the power press stage. So we want to bring down our 4. And this time we're going to put $50 in odds. Remember, we put $50 in odds for the 4, 5, 9, and 10, but 75 for the 6 and 8. So 50 in odds. So we'll do a 6, 5, 6, 5. And here we go. And we got us a 4, 2, easy 6. Whoop, dice rolled on us there. That was a 4, 2. All right, so 6. So 25, so that's 35. So what you'll do is you'll throw in a quarter and make that $90. So we're power press. So you throw in a quarter and make that 90. We're not quite to the black chip level yet. You could go straight to the black chip level if you wanted to, but we're going to progress into it. 6, 5, 6, 5. And we got us a 4, 2, 6. So that 90 will pay us 105. So what we want to do now is we want to make the 6 120. And we are going to stay at that level. So now we will just collect for every 6 that's hit. So 4, 2, 6. All right. 6, 5, 6, 5. And we got us a 6, 4, 10 down there on the end. So mark the 10. So there's the 6, 4. And that'll pay us 50 for 1. And so what we'll do is we'll take that and we'll put that up to 75. You could, like I say, go straight to the black chip level if you wanted to there by throwing in another quarter, but we're going to just progress. 6, 5, 6, 5. And we got us a 4, 3, 7 out. So that's that shooter. 4, 3. All right, remember we're only going to do 2 shooters for every strategy, so all this is a loser. But we still made money on that because remember we were this was all the casino's money anyways. Well, it was your money, but it was winnings. So All right. So we'll start back over. $25 pass. 5, 10, 5. Let me straighten out my rack here. All right. And we'll dump the bowl. And let's use the 2s. You can use whatever dice you want. I just prefer, if I get a pair, to use the pair. That's all personal preference. All right, so we're coming out. And we got a leaner there, so that's we're gonna call that a 4. So 4, 1, 5. So our point will be established at a 5. So we'll mark the 5. 4, 1, 5. All right. And now we'll come out with our starting bet here. So that'll be 728 across. 120 on the 5 and 9. And then 144 on the 6 and 8. All right, and we'll do a 6, 5, 6, 5. And we got a 3, 2, 5. That's a buckshot of the point. But that's good for us. So that 5 is going to pay us 168. So that'll pay 168. And we'll give the dealer, tell the dealer to keep, oops, didn't do that right. Tell the dealer to keep 160. And you take the 3, put it in your rack. Tell the dealer you want to come down to 160 across. So he'll pull you down. Like I say, the biggest part of this is on that come out, you want to make sure, or you really want to ensure that on the come out you don't PSO or anything, because you definitely want to recoup that initial buy-in. So there's our 160 across. And we're looking for a new point. I didn't put that in the roll tracker, so let me do that. So we're looking for a new point. 6, 5, 6, 5. And we got us a 6, 3, 9. So 9 will be the point. Mark the 9. Make sure we put that in the roll tracker. All right, and all right. So now we're coming out. 6, 5, 6, 5. And we got us a hard 4. So we'll mark the 4. Like I said, you can work the hard ways if you want to. That's purely up to you. All right, and so that 4 is going to pay us 50 for 1. Put that in our rack here. And we're coming out again. 6, 5, 6, 5. Six, 2, 8. So that 8 will pay us 35. We want to mark the 8. 6-2, easy 8. Put that in the roll tracker. All right, so take this, put it in your rack. And we're coming out again. So we want us a 6-5, 6-5. And we got us a 6-1, 7 out. So that'll be our final shooter. Put that in the roll tracker. And bring all this down. And we'll tally up and see where we're at here. I neglected to tell you when we started. I started with a $1,500 bankroll. So let's see where we ended up here. That's 5. So there's 1,000. So there's 1,000, 2,000, 50. Right, so there's 1,000, 2,000, 200, 21. So 2,221. 2,221. And I believe we started with 1520 for alpha, and we finished at 2120. So we're holding strong. Hope you've enjoyed this. So that wraps up the Triple Threat Bravo session. Let me know in the comments whether you prefer Alpha's aggressive approach or Bravo's more balanced style. Next up in the series, we'll test Triple Threat Charlie, our lowest exposure strategy. Thanks for watching NC Craps. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And as we say, let's roll.